What is going on, you black and white motherfuckers? It is me, Okechi, you know the Simon Jordan and Eddie Hearn debate. That was a great debate to watch, but I come out a little disappointed. With Simon Jordan and motherfuckers like him. First of all, I wasn't sure about him in the first place because it reminded me of Harry Potter, casting spells, the Wizard of Dungledorf, man. He's the Wizard of Dungledorf, man. So, off the bat, I've never been too sure about Simon Jordan, but one thing I do respect about him is that he seems to keep it real, Yes, him got completely and utterly squashed by Eddie Hearn. Let's be honest. The reason being is this, and I'm going to explain it to you motherfuckers. Eddie Hearn is a bit like me, He's the not fat, but the bigger version of me, because he used to be chunky, He's the bigger version of me, I explain what I mean. First of all, him got just a bit more money than me, man, Me get my money, but in a different way, brother. Me not employed, put it that way, but I get money, you know what I mean? Eddie Hearn only goes into an argument if him knows his subject, right? I don't go into debate with nobody about nothing unless I know the subject. Why? Because you have to be open-minded and willing to learn and be humble. And you can't really be willing to learn. You can't really win a debate if you got the approach of, well, I just really want to learn from this debate. A debate, you debate because you want to get your point across. But if you don't know your bomber clap point in the first place, why even debate, right? So Eddie Hearn would not debate Simon Jordan on, let's say, football or let's say Harry Potter, But when it comes to boxing, him debate him. In other words, he picks his wars carefully, Eddie Hearn. Where Simon Jordan, his own inflated ego, make him think he can face and stand up to somebody in a debate who's been around boxing his whole life. Eddie Hearn's been around boxing his whole life, Him come up with a silver spoon in his mouth, but he still knows the sport of boxing. And this is the mistake that Simon Jordan made. And it turned on Simon Jordan because him end up looking petulant and like a child, insults and getting red-faced and flustered and very upset and high blood pressure, It was a bad look for Simon Jordan in my opinion, and I'm not the biggest Eddie Hearn fan, to be honest, I don't like where the zone is going, and I think he make a mistake with the zone. But when it comes to debates, the reason Simon Jordan lost this debate is because he went into debating a man who knows his subject. This is a mistake a lot of people make. They sit there arguing, going back and forth with me about boxing. I know boxing, man. Me might be an idiot. People may hear my voice and laugh at my voice, and think I'm some kind of idiot, But I know boxing. And I think that is all I will pretty much debate people about. Boxing and maybe beautiful white girls, because that is another good subject of mine, And perhaps, pharmaceuticals, But outside of that, I don't debate people if I don't know the subject. I have to be humble enough. Like if someone come up to me and say, Akechi, what do you think about transgenders? Me say, I turn my head away and say, look, man, me don't know none of that business, brother. I don't know nothing. Officer, me don't know nothing, because I don't know. So I'm not going to sit and argue what is right or what is wrong when I don't know this subject. And that is the mistake Simon Jordan made. because he does a debate with Spencer Dumbo Oliver. You know, he's a champion, so we shouldn't. He's a former champion, right, Spencer Oliver? So we shouldn't say that. But when it comes to brains, he's not the, you know, he's a lovely guy. He's like the friends that you have, a lovely guy, but he's not the brains, is he? And I think because Simon Jordan does this show weekly with Spencer Oliver, you know what? I only called him Dumbo because of him big ears, man, not because he's thick. You know, that's not very nice. You know, but you know, I think because Simon Jordan does this debate with, does this show with Spencer Oliver, it gives him an inflated sense that he knows more about boxing than he does, you know. And he got his ass rammed, you know, by Eddie Hearn with no oil. So it was a humbling moment, but I don't think it really affects Simon Jordan. Simon Jordan is aware, I believe he's aware of his flaws. People came out and said him licking Tyson Fury a ball sack, man. Like a refresher's lolly, man. You know them lollies, he's licking on the balls, man. Sucking on the balls like a gobstopper, man. And he does that with Tyson Fury and Eddie and Frank Warren. But when it comes to matchroom fighters, he doesn't keep that same bomber energy, you know. And he was aware of this and he changed it, right? Because he come out dissing Tyson Fury quite badly, you know. But this is only because I believe he's read, and he mentioned that people say he is a fanboy for Tyson Fury, so he's tried to keep it real. So it does keep it real, but let's be honest, Eddie Hearn completely crushed him in that argument, and it's not a battle that Simon Jordan would face. As it comes to Eddie Hearn, I truly do believe that Eddie Hearn wanted the fight to go ahead anyway, and he's using very clever wording and technicalities to get around the simple fact that him want the fight to happen anyway. He don't really care about the positive drug result. But because that is an embarrassing stance to take, he's going to bury listeners' heads in paperwork and terminology because him know how to talk. And Simon Jordan wasn't a man to debate him. He wasn't as clever as he thought he would. Now Laura Woods, that is somebody I would like to see debating. What a queen of boxing. But that is another video. It's a catchy. Damn. The black boxing man, you know.